Okay, so I do not want to feel like a dumb American, and I just want to do something productive because a lot of time I feel like I am wasting the time. And to be honest, that is very true. I waste a lot of time. And since a lot of people are saying, oh, China's the future and China is doing all this like robotic stuff, might as well learn some Chinese because you never know if it's going to be useful. And it's also good for your brain to learn multiple languages. So, some friend gave me some free family plan since they got a free temporary family plan for a few days, which means now I have to grind Duolingo because I have unlimited whatever I have unlimited in. Okay, let's just do this and see where this goes. Okay, I'm going to start with some of the earlier units because I have forgotten quite a bit of Chinese. So, let's see what's going to happen. 大上课, and then what does it want me to say? 中文课. Okay. 他上中文课, that means he attends Chinese class. And we have 他不喜欢数学课. Wait, is that 数学课? Oh, that's math class. She does not like math class. Okay, now, the thing about Chinese is that when I learn Chinese on Duolingo, I kind of ignore the characters for the most part, so I can recognize the characters in context, but stand alone, I am just not very good at that. And, most of what I say in Chinese and know in Chinese is just speaking, and the tones, maybe they're sort of right, maybe they're completely wrong, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure this is 我喜欢 something 学课, 你呢? I think this is like, do you like something class? Oh, 数学课. Okay, I guess I didn't realize that this is... See, my character recognition is at an all-time low. 你不上中文课, 对不对? That means you not attend Chinese class. Right, not right. Okay. Interesting. 他喜欢英文课. He looks like a... he looks like a teacher. He looks like one like a 老师. So maybe he likes that as a teacher. But I feel like this would be... If he likes English class, that implies that he's a student, but he's not a student. He's just a teacher who likes English class, I guess. 他是大学生. Okay, hopefully I can remember how... I think I do know these characters, though. I know some characters, but it's the simple ones I know best. I'll say some Chinese if you want to hear me speak Chinese. 对，我是大学生. 对，这是热咖啡. Yes, this is hot coffee. Correct. I am college student, okay? Or big student, that's the literal meaning. And then I guess this stands for some like academic symbol, because Chinese has like characters that have general meanings. You add more characters to them and it takes on a bigger meaning. Chinese is actually pretty easy. It's just that, well, it's completely different from English, and that's what makes it hard. It's not that the language is super fundamentally complex, although a big part of it is that the characters are definitely not for the faint of heart. And the thing is that... 我是大学生. Okay, so the thing is that when I try to practice Chinese in real life, I've had some very bad results. One time, I went to some restaurant. I'm like, they have numbers on the menu. I'm just going to say 72, and that means 72, and I just said that. And then the person asked me something in Chinese if I wanted spice, and I said I didn't know what to say. I didn't understand. And then the person switched to French, and my French is lower intermediate, and because this is an area that's kind of like trilingual, Chinese, English, French, so the person didn't know what to speak to me, and it was a really awkward situation. 对不对? So basically what I was trying to say is that I like learning languages, but when I actually want to practice them, it doesn't always go so well. The thing is that I'm shy when it comes to actually practicing. Like, why would I want to go on some Chinese Discord server and say the 5 words that I know, or I don't know, it feels weird, I learn by talking to myself in languages. It's a very great way of learning. What's funny is that even though I'm doing pretty good on these lessons, when it comes to speaking with Chinese speakers or just listening into their conversations in real life, even if they say these exact sentences, there's a good chance I will not understand it because, well, I guess it's context too, but when natives say something, they say it in a native way, and that doesn't mean I'll understand it every time. But I guess it's all about listening more, right? Okay, maybe that unit was a little easier for me. I went way too far back. I think this unit discuss sport preferences. I don't know anything that's going on. I rushed through this when I failed to make some speedrunning Duolingo Chinese video where I try to make it to the next unit. And look, that still hasn't happened. So, yeah. Really? I also like playing basketball. I don't know how to say that. 真的吗？我也喜欢。And then, what is playing? 打篮球. And then 篮球 mean is like basketball? Oh yeah. So I guess 打 with like a raising tone.
打篮球。
真的吗？我也喜欢打篮球。I cannot say that fast. Okay, let's try to do this. 钱包.
钱包.
That's wallet. 零食. Is that like snack? Oh, it's not. It's not an option. 打. 兜. I mean that means all. 运动. I think that's something.
运动. 历史.
No, that's history. Yeah, 历史课.
打.
Okay, well, there's a lot of meanings for 打. And I guess the tone changes depending on context. I mean, the way it changes depending on context does make sense sometimes, so it's just about learning and developing an intuition. I mean, that's how I was able to get to lower intermediate level in French. And as aforementioned, I learn often by talking to myself in the language and creating my own sentences. But the thing is that makes it so that I'm not that good at hearing people because I don't get enough listening practice. So I listen to people and I don't understand much of what's going on, but I can ramble on if I want to with a very simple vocabulary. But I can use that simple vocabulary to say a lot of things. So, at least I can communicate. That's a positive. Maybe I just need to work on actually listening and practicing. Does anyone find 打篮球 very satisfying to say? 我喜欢打篮球，你呢？
我喜欢打篮球，你呢？
Isn't that a satisfying sentence?
真的吗？我也喜欢打篮球。
So, you know how I said earlier that Chinese might be like the language of the future in technology and stuff? When is the corporate jargon unit? I don't know. I feel like more people are trying to learn Chinese for, but maybe they should put a corporate jargon unit soon enough. Hopefully there is one. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of Duolingo Chinese now if you look at how many units there are and how what CEFR level they aim to get you to. Oh, another story.
对，他常常运动。
Practicing Chinese. I said it to someone, and it was just kind of awkward. The Chinese speaker's like, "Oh yeah, I understood, but like, yeah, you kind of used the wrong word order." And then the person responded in Chinese, and I didn't understand anything. Another time, the person responded in English, but then we had a great conversation. So you need to shoot your shot, and it might go well. You might get into a good conversation. So yeah, that's a lesson. Just try, and eventually you'll get a positive outcome. I mean, everyone on YouTube, like when they speak obscure languages or just like languages that foreigners usually don't learn, they love it. 对，他常常运动. I like how 常常 when they say frequently, they say it twice. I feel like that kind of gives more emphasis when you say frequently. And when you say infrequently, you say 不常, which means like the negation and then the word for like frequently, but they only use that word once. And I feel like, I don't know, there's a lot of intuitive little things in Chinese. Like the word for negotiate, I think is two separate words that are like opposites. It's so cool. How like different societies developed languages differently in ways that make sense. I should probably start writing this down. Kind of like my Navajo video that nobody watched. The algorithm didn't really like that, I guess. I thought it was pretty interesting.
洗手间.
But yeah, I guess I need to make more Duolingo videos if I want to get the algorithm. Because this is a pretty obscure subgenre on YouTube. And that's kind of all I do on this channel, right? And here's here's the example of infrequently. Earlier it's chang chang for frequently, and now it's like bu chang. Look, they only use it once. Isn't that so cool? 我们都喜欢运动. Okay. Oh, well, I think we're going to do one last lesson, and it's going to be Hanzi. Practice some Hanzi, because I'm not very good at that. What's a unit that might be useful? I guess this one. I already know what this means. It means 去. I can't memorize it though, but I can recognize it. There's that. That's cool. So, okay, this is how they do it. Now, Duolingo, they used to, when you completed this, if you like, it showed you at the end how you drew it, and I would try to get it as off as possible when I was learning the Cyrillic alphabet with Duolingo, and it would look horrible. I have photos. I don't really feel like digging them up, but it was insane.
去
I'm not gonna bail out mid video. I was about to do that, but no, I'm gonna persist. I don't know what's going on. Oh no, I have unlimited hearts though, so there's that. Yeah. And I'm gonna eventually get so numb to do this that it'll be almost at fossil memory. It'll be muscle memory for sure. Look, I got it right. It said I messed up a little, but it's not horrible. And that's good. That's all I'm gonna do today. And yeah, I'll see you all later, hopefully in some other video. Comment down below if you want to. Bye.